Alex and the team find the car, so they go and raid Lou's house, but only find a picture of everyone on the list and the groom's fingers. It was left for Nuri, the next person on the list. Roy, Kayla's boss, tells her that it was all a test and that she passed. He offers her a job, which she declines, although it looked as if she thought about it for a second. Kayla was mad that they put her through all of that for a test. She figures out that the lady who shot herself on the call with her didn't really shoot herself and is Mastermind. Roy repeated something about her being the girlfriend of Alex, which she only told the lady on the phone call. I don't know how she jumped to the conclusion that the lady really didn't kill herself and that she is Mastermind instead. Maybe he just was listening in. But I digress. They had to move the story along. She calls Bobby Trey for one last favor and promises he will like it. Nana Mama comes back home and meets the little boy, who learns a bit of English from Janny. Alex tells Nana Mama that Elle doesn't want to come around anymore. Johns comes to the house and confronts Nana Mama about lying about his mother passing. Nana Mama says that broke his heart one time, but his birth mother would have broken 1,000,000 times because she only came around when she wanted money. We see a glimpse of that heartbreak later on in the episode. Nana Mama, however, lets him know that her and Alex are his family and will always be there. Everyone left on the list gets taken to a secure location. Lou said that they must pay 20 million in order to keep her from going after them. No one agrees but Nuri. Lance is hell-bent on not giving in, although he witnessed the murder personally. Kayla is mad at Alex that he was asked to take over the case and kept calling him boss. Kayla's character is really unlikable. She throws low blows at Alex and says she doesn't know how John puts up with it. Alex appears to be over it and fed up with her antics and tantrums. Luz meets with a nurse at her home and gets something she needs for her plan. She kills the lady who helped her, showing she is willing to kill anyone just to kill people on her list. Luz calls Lance and asks them if they are going to pay or confess. He denies everything and tells her she has no proof. While on speakerphone, she starts to talk to Nuri, asking her if she remembers what happened the night of the photo and how she used dirty money to pay for her kids' school. Nuri is spooked and is willing to pay, but Luz lets her know that everyone has to agree. Everyone says no, and Luz lets her know she can control her pacemaker. Alex screams to jam the signal, but it is too late, and Luz uses what the nurse gave her and kills Nuri. I guess she doesn't need the fingers anymore. Lance Durand clearly does not care about anybody but himself and does not want to take any accountability or fault. Nuri said earlier that she is not as rich as him and that giving the money would bankrupt her. John and his partner find out that TK is John's mother's boyfriend, and he has been for years. John later confronts her and says she can only get an obstruction charge if she testifies against TK. She refuses and says she will not tell on her man, showing that she still does not make good decisions and she still doesn't choose him. She got his hopes up that they could get all the time back that they missed, but she clearly was playing him for sympathy. She confesses to the murder and leaves John with nothing but disappointment again. Nana Mama's fear all along. Side note, she is dumb. She is going to take the fall for something she didn't do for her boyfriend, but I bet she wouldn't take the fall for John. I still think TK could be John's father. John is determined to take TK down, so I'm sure he'll still be able to get TK. The next person on the list meets with Luz at one of his secluded properties and tells her is going to pay the money and he will get everyone on board. By everyone on board, he just means Lance because his bodyguard will do whatever he says. The next person on the list calls Lance and tells him to come alone. Lance comes, and the guy tells him that he recorded that night of the picture. He also lets him know that his brother has a copy of the recording. Why did he let him know who is beyond me? He should have just said multiple people have it because it would be easy to find the brother. Luz, Donnie and her aunt are secretly listening in. Lance loses it and assaults and kills the guy. Lance calls his bodyguard and sends her to retrieve the recording from the brother. Donnie looked to Luz and asked how did she know he would do that, and she says she knows them. Luz says they have to go get the recording from the brother. Her aunt tells her that they know her face and that she should stay behind while they get the recording. Krayla inspects the crime scene. Alex notices that the fingers are cut off sloppy, which is not how Luz does it. Realizing that Luz didn't kill him, Donnie goes to get the recording. He stabs the brother and kills an old man in a wheelchair on the way out. Alex and John get to the brother's place and run after Donnie. Kayla stays with the injured brother. Donnie gets shot in the arm but manages to get away. The aunt gets out of the car and asks him if he got it. Donnie happily shows her and says he got it. The aunt then gets the recording and shoots Donnie, saying that Luz doesn't need to hear it. She shoots Donnie multiple times. Alex and John find Donnie's body. The aunt tries to quickly listen to the recording but only hears music. Luz gets in the car and the aunt quickly puts up the recording. Luz asks where Donnie is. The aunt lies and says Alex killed him. Luz looks very upset and looks like she wants revenge. Luz is probably going to confront Alex, and he's going to tell her he didn't do it, and then she is going to look at the aunt. Prediction: the aunt killed her sister and was promised money, but maybe they played her and didn't give it to her. Either way, she had something to do with it and was willing to kill Donnie to cover it up, because she could have just pretended to drop the recording and break it. The people on the list offered Luz's mother money, but she didn't take it, and Luz obviously wouldn't take money and not kill them. Now she would take the money and then kill them, but not just the money. How did Luz know Lance would kill the guy if she didn't know about the recording? Because that is what sent Lance over the top with rage. Lance is willing to do anything to protect himself. I'm sure he's going to sacrifice the bodyguard as well. Lance Durand is leaving, probably running. Music is playing in this scene as well. He should have kept the man alive. It would have bought him a little more time. Bobby Trey breaks into Mastermind's house and holds a gun to her head. Elle was not in this episode. Why did we see her boyfriend? He has to have a bigger role, because what was the point? Bobby Trey was barely in the episode. We also only saw John's girlfriend in the beginning episode and none after. We need more scenes with John and her. You think he's going to eventually start dating his partner? Maybe not this season, but next season. Hopefully it doesn't get cancelled. I think this season is better than the first. What happened the night of the picture? Did Luz's aunt take the picture? Did they have kids there? Questions that need to be answered. I did think the scene when Lance killed the guy was a bit Tyler Perry-ish, very overdramatic. Will Kayla take over being Mastermind? Because she is a villain in the making. Is Felicia still in the shipping container?